Hi, everybody. Are we ready for a bridge tip? Today, we're going to be talking about finesses. Some of you don't know whether to take a finesse or not to take the finesse. Sometimes you have two choices of finesses or a two-way guess which way to take it. And sometimes you have two options and you want to combine your chances to give you the best option to make the hand. Let's take a look at an example of this. Here we have North. North was the dealer and opened 3 spades. You can see he's got a beautiful spade suit. He's got 7 of them, and he's got less than an opening hand, so he opens 3 spades. And South, who's got a beautiful hand as well, knows that they probably have no spade losers because he's got ace, queen, third, and if his partner has 7, I would assume that they're not 7 to the 9. So we assume that we don't have any spade losers. We might have 3 heart losers and a diamond loser. So if we're lucky, maybe our partner only has 2 hearts, or we can take a diamond finesse, or something else that we're going to learn about today. We bid 4 spades because it's a pretty good chance we can make it. Let's see what happens. As you can see, North did not have a doubleton heart, but they have queen, jack, third. Maybe that'll be good enough. East led the ace of hearts, and we follow suit. And West played the 9. Well, they're playing standard carding, so as far as East is concerned, he may have a doubleton or he might have the queen. We don't know yet. We know, but they don't know yet. East continues with the king of hearts, and now we're nervous. Third heart gets roughed. Okay, so we've lost 3 tricks. How many more can we lose? None. So what is going to be our play of the hand? We want to combine chances. Let's take a look. West returns a trump. So we can play trump and take a 50-50% finesse to the queen. If the king of diamonds is on side, we'll make our hand. And I bet you all of you would have done that before you came to this lesson on bridge tips. We're going to combine our chances. Does anybody see another possible way to get rid of the diamond loser besides taking a finesse? Well, it's not a very high percentage, but sometimes the king, queen, tight of clubs might fall doubleton, or king, queen, third of clubs might fall. So instead of just automatically taking the 50% play of the diamond finesse, we want to combine our chances. So we try the club suit first because we can always take this diamond finesse later. We won't have any problems. So let's see what happens. We're going to try for the unlikely situation where the king, queen, doubleton or the king, queen, third of clubs is going to fall, but there's no sense, there's no problem trying it. It doesn't hurt. So we're going to play a club to the ace and a club back. And look, so far so good. The queen of clubs came down. It might have been doubleton. We don't know yet, but we're going to rough it. And we preserved our spade entries to the board. So we're going to play a spade. And we're going to play another club. And look, lo and behold, the king of clubs did fall. King, queen, third. We rough it. And now we can go to the board with a trump. Play the jack of clubs, pitching our losing diamond. Cash the ace of diamonds. And rough a diamond. And voila, we made the hand. You were so smart. Let's take a look at all of the hands. Okay, as you can see, the diamond was off. So we had to lose the first 3 heart tricks. And normally you would just say, okay, I'm going to try the diamond finesse and hope that it's on. Okay, but you do have that extra chance of the king, queen of clubs falling third. And you have to do that first, because if you take the diamond finesse and it loses, you have no way to go back to try for the clubs. So you try the clubs first and you score big time because you came to this lesson and had a nice bridge tip on to finesse or not to finesse. Okay, are we ready for another bridge tip on finessing or not to finesse? Let's take a look. We are going to see how many ways we have to try to make this hand. So be thinking about it. Let's start with the auction. East has a very good hand. They have too much to open one no. So they open one club. West has a normal response of a heart. And East rebids 2 no, showing 18, 19 high card points in a balanced hand, which is exactly what he has. And West has enough to raise to 3 no. South was on lead and led the 6 of diamonds. So now you have to take a look. You're East this time, playing the hand. So look at all of the options you have. You have how many tricks? You have 3 heart tricks, maybe 4 if the hearts break 3, 3. You only have 1 diamond, and you have 3 or 4 clubs, depending on where the king of clubs is. You also have a possibility of taking 2 spades if the spade finesse is on. So many choices. Hearts 3, 3, spade finesse on, king of clubs on. Oh my goodness. Well, in order to take enough tricks, you're going to need the club suit. So just taking a spade finesse isn't going to give you enough tricks. The hearts 3, 3 isn't going to give you enough tricks all by itself. And so we're going to have to collect some clubs. But what order are we going to do which on? Let's think about it. Well, they led a diamond. So we're going to hold up as many times as we can, which is 3 times. All right, and now we're in. So let's think about it. Who is the danger hand most likely? South. We're not thrilled to let South in. Why? Because they have diamonds to cash. Okay. Well, we need to take a club hook. That's a possibility that we eventually will have to take, but do we take it now or later? The hearts can be 3, 3. Well, if we take a club hook first and it loses, what do you think is going to come back? The spade will come back, and we have to decide whether or not to finesse the spades or go up with the ace and hope that the hearts are 3, 3. So why don't we try to see if the hearts are 3, 3 first? Let's do it in that order. All right, so we play a heart to the king and a heart back, and we want to end up in our hand in case the hearts are not 3, 3. They happen to be this time, but we want to end up in our hand anyway. Why? Because we need to take a club finesse. We don't want to be leading a club off the board. Okay, so let's see. So far, the hearts are 3, 3. So we've got that extra heart trick, and we're going to take a club finesse. Now, I would play the 10. You've got the queen, 10, 9, 8 here, ace, jack, between it. But you want to keep in your hand in case you have to finesse 1 or 2 or 3 times. So let's see what happens. Oh, okay. So the king of clubs lost, and they returned the expected spade. Now, do you take the finesse or not take the finesse? What do you think? If you take the finesse and it loses, they're going to cash those diamonds. So I would hop up with the ace of spades, take no chances. I would make sure that I played clubs ending on the board. Why do I want to end up on the board? Because the dummy has the good heart. So after I cash my club, I'm going to play the good heart, stitching a spade. And now I'm going to come play the last spade and see the king of spades was offside. So let's discuss all of the hands and the correct order to take them. We have to hold up on the diamond because we don't want them to retain communication to the good diamond suit. So we had options of taking a finesse early, but then they would be able to cash their diamonds. We could take a club finesse early, but then they're going to return a spade, and then we don't know whether to finesse or not. If we finesse and it loses, okay, then they're going to cash their diamonds when we had a chance to see if the hearts were 3-3 first. So the correct order would be, after you win the diamond, is to play on the heart suit. And if it doesn't work, okay, if it doesn't work, we stay in our hand and play the club. And if that is off and the hearts didn't break, then we'd have to take the spade hook as our last resort. But we don't want to do that first. So playing it in the right order helps make the hand, but you have to think about it first, and you got to make sure you have proper communication between the two hands. See, that one was fun. How many of you got it right away? Okay, let's try another hand. South has a big hand, and they open 2 clubs. North has another good hand to go along with the 2 club bid, and they bid 2 diamonds waiting. South bids 2 no trump, showing 22 to 24. And for this lesson, since we don't know what methods you play, North is going to bid 6 no because the point values add up to being in a small slam zone. Okay, so we're going to be playing 6 no trump, and we want you to make it. So we want you to think about how you're going to play this hand. The 10 of hearts is led, so let's stop and analyze. We have 4 club tricks, and 4 heart tricks are 8. And we have 2 diamond tricks are 10, and we have a spade trick is 11. Now, where are we going to get that 12th trick from? Well, let's look at it. We could take a spade finesse, right? Is there another thing that we can do? Is there another line of play that might help us make 12 tricks besides just the 50% play of the spade? There is another option. Perhaps the diamonds, you see you have a 4-3 diamond. Perhaps the diamonds will break 3-3 and you'll be able to take the 4th diamond. But we want to make sure that we don't endanger the contract by putting the wrong person on lead at the wrong time. So let's see, how would I play this hand? Well, I'm going to win the heart trick. Now I can play off on clubs to make sure that maybe they'll pitch wrong and they'll give me some kind of indication of what's going to happen. However, after I'm done playing my clubs, I want to end up where? I know where I want to end up. Do you? I want to end up on the dummy because I want to lead a small diamond. All right, and I want to lead a small diamond, and I don't want to win it. I want to cover gently with the 9 and let the west hand in and hope that the diamonds are 3-3. And I want the west hand in because I don't want east to have to finesse, put a spade through and me have to guess whether to finesse or not and not know whether or not the diamonds were going to be 3-3 first. So it's very, very important. You have to think about the whole picture of who you might want in and who the danger hand is. East is the danger hand. You don't want him to win the diamond because you don't want to have to make a decision on the spade finesse first. Okay, so we did the right thing in the right order so far. We cashed our clubs and played on diamonds and ducked a diamond. Now, what is West going to lead? Does he have a safe lead? He can just play another heart. So what do we want to do? We're going to win the ace of hearts. Remember, take a look at the dummy and take a look at your hand because you're still preserving the communication in case the diamonds don't break 3-3 to make sure you can still take the club hook, the spade hook. So here we go. We played on our hearts. We're taking our fourth heart, and what are we going to pitch? We're going to pitch a spade, of course, because we were hoping the diamonds are 3-3. Now we play the ace of diamonds and a diamond. Ah, success! The diamonds were 3-3. We did it. Okay, now we can play the last diamond, and now we don't take any finesses. Okay, so if we had taken a different line of play, and we didn't duck a diamond or we let East win the diamond, then they came back a spade, we wouldn't know whether to take the finesse or not. We don't know enough information. If you start diamonds first, then you get a better read on what to do. And if you put the West hand in, so it's safe for him, he can't attack you in the spade, you won't have to guess till near the end until you do have all the information. But on this hand, you were lucky. Diamonds were 3-3. Did all of you think about playing diamonds 3-3, or did you all just decide to take a finesse? You gave yourself a losing option. Not exactly, but it is a losing option when you have another play that can help figure out whether or not you should take the finesse. So Eddie Cantor used to always have a fun expression. Finesses are for peasants, he used to say. Well, in this case, the peasants took the finesse and went down. But sometimes we do have to take finesses. All right, I hope you had fun with these bridge tips about finessing and combining your chances. Have fun at bridge and have a wonderful, wonderful month.